Hello Magic players, Barry White here from MagicUntapped.com and Magic Untapped on YouTube. Doing an Urza's Brewery video. We haven't done one of these in a while and definitely have never done one on MTGO, so this is a first. Also, if you notice, my webcam video is kind of squished into a 4x3 box. I'm using NVIDIA Shadowplay. If anybody knows why and how I can make it 16:9, let me know in the comment section below so I can fix it for the next time. I would greatly appreciate that. But back to Magic the Gathering, what we're doing here is we are doing an ultra budget 8-whack deck. This is a deck that costs fewer than 5 tickets, I think like 4.45 tickets to be exact. Now usually in 8-whack you're running things like Legion Loyalist and Goblin Guides, but those would take us easily over the ultra low budget we have set for this. So what we are running instead, and I'm not saying this is a perfect list, but this is the list I came up with based off of my paper 8-whack deck I use for Modern. We have 2 Battlecry Goblins, we have 4 Burning Tree Emissaries, we have 2 Castle Emerith, we have 2 Devastating Summons, which is pretty spicy and can really be a game ender, especially when coupled with the haste that you get from the whackers. We have a pair of Fanatical Firebrands, just some good turn 1, also some turn 1 removal if needed. Foundry Street Denizens. Here's the first 4 whacks, the Goblin Bushwhacker, Goblin Grenade, Goblin Pile Driver. I'm running 4. I'm not married to 4. I could easily cut those out, maybe put in some Goblin Glory Seekers as almost a pseudo Goblin Guide. I have not decided if I want to go that route yet, but for right now we're running 4. 2 light up the stage because you can empty your hand really fast. It might be nice to kind of expand your hand a little bit, get some almost card draw. 4 Lightning Bolts, mostly for board removal, but they can finish the game for you. 4 Mog Fanatics, kind of like the Firebrand. Difference here is they don't have haste, but they don't tap to sacrifice and deal their 1 damage. We have the other 4 whack, which is the Reckless Bushwhacker. We want to surge that in. Really an ideal turn 2, turn 3 here is to play the Burning Tree Emissary, get that mana kickback, and then surge in the Bushwhacker. Running 18 basic mountains as well. And pardon me, my kitty cat has heard me talking and he wants to say hi. This is Zeppo, everybody. He's 14 years old, and he, for some reason, likes when I talk on camera, and he wants to be involved. Anyway, that's Zeppo, and he comes back again. Here he comes again. All right, well, go in my lap, buddy. Okay, kitty cats all the time here at the Magic Untapped house. Looking at the sideboard now, we have over here. We have couple claim the firstborns. That is good against low-costed threats, but also good for mirror matches, especially since we can steal it and then maybe sacrifice it to a Goblin Grenade or something. Smash the Smithereens, mainly because Chalice on 1 can absolutely wreck us. This costs 2. Oftentimes I'll take out the bolts to put in the Smash the Smithereens. We have Exquisite Firecraft is a 2 of. Buddy, stop rubbing up against my mic. He really wants to be involved with everything he shouldn't be touching right now. Come here, dude. Come here. Okay. Let's not play with the mic. Okay, thank you very much. Get that fixed there. Kitty cats, what are you going to do, huh? Anyway, Exquisite Firecraft, that can be a game ender and, you know, against those control decks and whatnot. Do the whole cannot be countered type thing if you have spell mastery, which you can get in this despite it being a creature focused deck. We have Boil as just a little gotcha sideboard tech for blue, typically control decks. Wipe out their islands or blue sources. Pretty devastating. A couple Tormod's Crypts, a couple Dragon Claws for the red on red mirror matches, and we have Damping Sphere here. Yes, I know 8-whack likes to run 2, maybe 3 spells a turn, but our curve is so low that we can build around Damping Sphere and instead hurt Tron or something with a much higher budget than this deck is built around. So there you go. This is the ultra budget 8-whack. Like I said, less than 5 tickets on Modo. Probably around $40–50 if you want to build this on paper, and on the Magic Untapped website for the article for this, I'll post a link so you can do that if you so want. Okay, giving this a go for the first time here. We will be on the play. I'll say yes to that. So your opening hand, we got 4 lands. We have 2 burning trees into a pile driver. This is not exactly the kind of opening hand that we're going to want, so we're going to go ahead and mulligan that away. And now we have no land, which is even worse of an opening hand. So we'll go down one more. Here we go. We have a turn 1 play with a couple turn 2s, a couple things I can also toss back. So we'll go ahead and keep that. We'll toss back a pile driver, and we'll toss back also a mountain, and we will keep that. So drop down a mountain, tap that, and bring down the Foundry Street Denizen, especially since it will get its +1/+0 when the pile driver comes into play next turn. And we'll go ahead and pass the turn. Opponent is, hey Rasco. Hey Rasco, hope you're doing well. Going back over to my opponent now. What do they do here? Because I know I definitely want to play the pile driver next turn. It looks like we are going to be going against Tron. That is so much fun for a an ultra budget deck, but I don't make the pairings. See if we can maybe outrace this. I don't feel great about outracing it, being that we did have to mull a couple times and we don't have a whack type thing available, but do what we can here. Bring out the pile driver, get a trigger on the Foundry Street Denizen here. Maybe I'll be lucky and they're playing Blue Tron. Gets a little buff, and we'll go ahead and get in there for 2. And good. I'm really thinking I might hold this grenade for right now as a removal. Especially if they get a big meanie in or something. Be concerned about a Thought Knot though, because then my grenade goes away. But we'll see what happens here. Some Diet Coke in the meantime. Opponent is going to have Tron next turn. And move over to me. All right, well, there is a Bushwhacker, which unfortunately only works if I surge it in. But I think I'm going to do just that. I'll go ahead and do the grenade after all. Target my opponent, tap a red, and we're going to sack the Denizen. And then we're going to surge in the Bushwhacker. Get the ETB trigger, and then I'll get an attack trigger here. Move to combat. And we'll get in for another 5, 6, 7, 9. 9. Get in for 9 more. Bring my opponent down to 4. So top decking another Goblin Grenade would be phenomenal. So 7. I can't math. I wish it were 4. How did I screw up that math? I don't even know how I screwed up that math. Alright, here comes Tron online. Yep. And they're going to play it, and they're going to start doing some very unpleasant things. No, they got the island. They are playing Blue Tron. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and just swing for the fences here. Attack there. Trigger on the pile driver. 3, 5 damage going there. I think, just in case they have an opt or something, I'm going to hold back the lightning bolt. See if I can bolt them in response to an opt or what have you. There you go. Thirst for Knowledge. Targeting Hey Rasco. Mountain. Does that get us? That gets us there. We beat Tron. At least once we beat Tron. Alright, let's start sideboarding here. Okay, so sideboard's in here. I know they're playing blue now. But I also know they're going to be playing artifacts, so we'll bring in the Smash of Smithereens. I might bring in the Boils to try to keep them. No, we're going to bring in the Damping Spheres, because it's Tron. Of course, we're going to bring the Damping Spheres. So Smash of Smithereens goes in, Damping Spheres go in. We're going to go ahead and take out the... What do we take out here? Can't take out the whackers at all. I don't want to ruin my synergy there, so I think I'm going to have to go ahead and actually start knocking out some of my 1-drops, especially if they're going to be bringing in things such as Chalice and what have you. So, take out the Foundry Street Denizens, because they can't hit for 1. And we have one more thing to remove. Despite them playing blue, do I take out a pile driver and just run 3? Or, I think I take out a Goblin Grenade. I do. I think I take out the Goblin Grenade. And we'll submit that. And they are, of course, on the play here. We have a lightning bolt and light up the stage. We have no other toys to play with, so sadly we're going to have to throw this back. Not a great mulliganing thing for this deck so far. All right, now here we go. We have Mountains. We have Turn 1 Fanatic. Goblin Grenade is cool as well. I think we'll keep this. We're going to keep this. I'm going to toss back a Mountain, because Cursed Words will probably draw one in the next 2 to 3 turns, but we are on the draw, so we'll see how that goes. All right, opponent. Looks like they kept their opening 7. They must be very happy with what they have. They bring down an Urza's Mine into an expedition map, and goes to be our turn. And, well, like I said, maybe we'll draw a mountain, and lo and behold, there it is. We'll bring out the Mog Fanatic, and we'll pass turn. Opponent. They drop down a tower, so now they're, again, going to be on Tron very soon. I really don't... Well, I do know why, because they ended up doing a draw spell, but that ended up being the end of them in Game 1. All right, we have another Bushwhacker. They bring out the Castle Emerith. And we'll just move to combat. We'll get in there for 1. And then we're going to hold back so I can bolt them possibly next turn. Yeah, here we go. Yep, Tron online most likely. No, they got the island again. Okay. Tapping 2 again. No, tapping 1, tapping none. Doing something. At least, well, make me think like they're doing something. There we go. We have a Treasure Mage, and they're looking for a big, beefy artifact. All right. In response, do we just bolt that? No, I want to see what they have first. They're grabbing a Mindslaver. No, Worm Coil Engine. That one's always scary. Do I hold the Lightning Bolt in case I get 2? Or I can Bolt and Grenade if needed? Or I can... Well, I don't know. Either way, fun times. All right. Well, if I want to... I'm going to have to Bolt if I'm going to surge that in. So... yeah, Bolt, targeting the Mage, and we're going to go ahead and Mountain there, and then we'll cast that with Surge. Bring the Bushwhacker in, ETB trigger, and then move combat, swing for 4. Bring them down to 15. And okay. Now they're going to play the Worm Coil. I'm going to, on my turn, I'm going to have to Goblin Grenade here. I'll have to Mog Fanatic as well. But we'll see how it goes. Well, they also can't play it right now. That's also a good point. They can't play it right now. All right, another mountain. Bring that in. We're going to bring in the Battle Cry. Are they going to counter it? Either way, I can still surge in my Reckless Bushwhacker. Looks like they are going to counter. How are they going to? They're going to condescend. They're going to scry 2. Okay, well, we are not going to pay that. No. But I still get to surge, which is cool. All right. Cast with surge. Pay red and 1. Trigger. And we'll get in there for a bunch more here. Yep. Begin combat, move in for 2, 5, 7. Which will bring them down to, what, like 8? I screwed up the math last time. Yeah, they're down to 8. Now I could get them to 3 with a Goblin Grenade, 2 with a Mog Fanatic. See how this goes here. I got another Mog Fanatic, which is cool. I think I'm going to play the Mog Fanatic so they think like something else might happen. Or actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, I might have lethal right there, because that's any time. So let's try this first. 1, 2, 3, go. Attacker step, no. They are doing something. Cyclonic Rift, very nice. Returning 1 Bushwhacker to my hand. Okay, that's fine. So they're going to take 3. So now they're at 5. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just hit them with a Goblin Grenade. Can we get this through? Sacrifice there. Is that game, or do they have another counter? That's game. We beat Tron. We beat Blue Tron, but we beat Tron with a less than 5 ticket aggro deck. That is amazing. Let's see if we can do it one more time. You can see we can get Lightning Strike twice here. Our opponent is on the play. We have 2 lands here. We have a Bushwhacker. We have a turn 1 play, Lightning Bolt. I really like this hand overall, so we're going to go ahead and keep this. Our opponent this time around is Enobi, and right now I wonder if they're playing Zoo or Domain or something, but okay. We're going to go ahead and move on to our turn. Pop my deck here. Let's see, we got another Whacker, so we'll go Mountain, bring in the Foundry Street. And we're going to go ahead and pass turn. And there you go. Okay, now opponent. See what they do in turn 2. They drop down an island, just a basic island, so we do now have to worry about possible counter spells and whatnot. Could be an aggro control type build. Can you go ahead and bring down Castle Emrith? I'm going to try to play my Burning Tree into a pile driver, and then next turn try to see if I can kick in the Bushwhacker. That's also going to give us a couple triggers here. So, tap, tap, bring out the Burning Tree. See if it gets through. It does get through. Sure. Yeah, whatever. Alright, that goes. That goes. Alright, bring out the pile driver. Get another, likely, Foundry Street Denizen trigger, and we do. And move to combat. Of course, with just that, but I am still hidden for 3, so that's nice. Let's get that going for me. And opponent. Looks like they have something. They're going to deal 2 damage to 2 targets. 1 to me and 1 to the Denizen. All right, so that does it for the Denizen. And I find myself down 20 to 19. Opponent plays another Forest. Very cool. And that's it. Looks like they're going to have a very interactive, responsive deck. Get a Battlecry Goblin there. Well, I do have 2 Bushwhackers. I'm going to see if I can't get in with the Bushwhacker kicked. See if I can swing for a few more. And if they do counter, which they didn't, then that would be alright too. So I do have another one. Moving to combat. Swinging with these 3. Trigger there. So I can for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage here on turn 3 with only 2 lands. Yep, very interactive deck. They are doing Violent Outburst. They're just basically trying to cascade into something, some sort of blocker, I'm assuming. Not too familiar with what we have here. 11 cards. Oh, Footfall deck. That is snazzy. Look at all that other stuff. Like they got some. Yeah, they're doing a Cascade Footfall deck. Look at them. All right, they get 2 Rhinos. I love Rhino. Very nice indeed on this. The 5/4 trample, not a big deal, but here we go. So we're gonna kill those 2. They're letting the 4 go through because they don't want to lose their Rhino, I'm assuming. They got a 16. I suddenly don't feel quite so good. Honestly, I think Tron was a better matchup than this Cascade Rhino deck. Go figure. I'd rather play Tron or against Tron. We have the God of Destiny. Yup, yup. They're going to get in there for 8. And it's going to hurt. Okay, so they get in there for 8. Do I draw a mountain? No, I get a Devastating Summons, which is not what I want at this point in time. Do I attack for 1, try to light up the stage, see if I can get a couple more lands, maybe you can play a Battle Cry, and then at least have a blocker? I could play an unwhacked Bushwhacker, maybe I'll get a blocker that way. Not sure how I want to do this. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just swing for the 1, get a light up the stage going, because not getting any more lands, and it's frustrating. Okay, so I get in there for 1. Nope, not yet. Now I'm in there for 1. Cast with Spectacle. See if we get a mountain or 2. Did not get a mountain. Okay, we'll just play the Mog Fanatic. Did not get a mountain. He's not destined to do well this game. Opponent. 2 damage to target creature. Okay. Why not? Dead and gone. Okay, yeah, that's gonna fire off. What I even... I was looking at my other screen there for a minute. Alright. Alright, so they're gonna go ahead and attack with the trample. They always have trample? Where'd that card go? Yeah, they have trample. Okay. I'm not even gonna block, it's gonna bring me down to 1. Because if I block and sack it, then I still take it, so that's a thing. Okay. Not a land again, and it's not really going to do it for us, so we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to move on. Move to sideboarding. What do you do about a problem like Maria? Well, you've claimed the Firstborn a couple times. That you can definitely do. I didn't see so much about Tormod's Script or any Damping Sphere. Would that help Cascade? Because Cascade is you may cast it without its... let me look. Do you cast it without... okay, you may cast that card, so Damping Sphere might actually work against that as well, because suddenly they need to have extra mana. So we can go with that. We kill out... honestly, we kill out the Denizens, and we kill out a Pile Driver? Is that what we do? Do we put the Denizens back in? Oh, we have so many 1-drops, though, so I guess that's what we go for. They might have a Chalice that they're boarding in. I'm going to take the guess that they might not. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do with this. And, yeah, we will be on the play. We have one mountain, cannot keep that. We're going to mull that away. All right, we got 2 lands. We have a bushwhacker. We have a lot of good drops. We're going to go ahead and keep this, and we're going to keep it with the firebrand so we can swing in for 1 right away. Keep that. We're going to go ahead and send the fanatic back. And yeah, mountain, firebrand, and we're just going to get in there for 1 right away. And there we go. All right, opponent. Bring down the Tarn. Tarnadol. Okay. So we do get another mountain, which is phenomenal. We are going to go ahead and Castle Imbrith. Good. Get in there for 1 again. Ah, darn it. I clicked too fast. We're going to do that. I clicked too darn fast. Cast a Spectacle. We have a mountain and another light up the stage. Well, that's awkward. Yep, they go down to 17. We're going to a Triome. They have a mountain. And we move over to that. Okay, yep. Got a bushwhacker. We'll play the exiled mountain. And I'm just going to bolt them so that I can do the spectacle again for the other light up the stage. Cast with spectacle. Pay 1. And what do we get this time? 2 more mountains. Where were those last game? Okay, well, let's just go ahead and I'm just going to bring in, without kicker, the bushwhacker, so at least I have a body out. So I could reckless bushwhack next turn and hit them a little bit more if possible. And opponents, they might just kill off the bushwhacker if they have the removal, to be honest, at the end of the turn here. We will find out. They are returning to my hand. That's actually okay. That is A-okay. Another Tarn, pretty Tarn. And going back to my turn. Alrighty. Upkeep, draw. Well, I got a Burning Tree, which is kind of cool. So, too bad I can't afford a Burning Tree into the Reckless. No, I can. I can totally do that. Alright. Burning Tree. Let that come out. Trigger. Good. And we'll go ahead and surge that in with that mana. Good. And then we'll cast this with Kicker. 2 red. Beef up things again. And I won't forget to actually click on my creatures and attack this time. Okay, they do the Tarn. Okay, actually swing in here 4, 5, 6, 7 for 9. Ideally, we'll bring them... Oh, never mind. What we got? Oh, they're doing the Cascade thing again. Crashing Footfalls again. Is that the only thing they have under... No, that can't be. No way. It was on top of their deck, too. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? Well, they're probably going to let the 4-2 go... No, they're going to go trade there. Kill there. Okay, well now I'm kind of hoping I get... I claim the Firstborn. That would be cool. Alright, Waterlog Grove. Oh, they're tapping out. They got a Bloodbraid Elf. Into a Violent Outburst. Into a Crashing Footfalls again, right? Yep, there we go. At least they don't have haste. I wish I had the Damning Spheres out. Definitely would slow them down. All right, taking 8, going down to 12 myself, and they have blockers. Upkeep, draw. I do get to claim the Firstborn, though. I'll take that. That's good. So let's see. Grab that. Play there. So I'll snag that. And I'm going to go ahead and just swing with just the Rhino token. I want to leave this back to block, because at least I can block that and not worry about trample damage. So swinging for 4. And they'll probably just take it. No, they're going to trade. So we'll go ahead and make it just a little bit bigger here, so I can at least get a trample damage through. Yep, 4 and 1, that's right. And there we go. Okay. Be nice if we get another one of those. Alright, passing turn there. And they're going to go ahead and swing with both, of course. And I will block there. Just take the 4. So they almost have lethal next turn. Now I get my Damping Sphere. Sure, why not? Cascade a little awkward at least. And pass turn. Oh, pay the life. Why not? Pay the borrower. Now they have lethal. That'll be GG. Alright, GG. Alright, can see if we can muster up a second win out of 3 here with this ultra budget 8-whack deck. I will be on the play. And I have a couple of 1-drops here. Goblin Grenade. Emissary, which would be awesome if I can draw into a Reckless Bushwhacker. So we're going to keep this and see what happens here. Oh, and they have a companion. The Kitty Cat Companion. Alrighty. So they're on elementals most likely. And on their end step. Okay, moving to our turn. Bring down a mountain, and I'll bring down the Foundry Streets so that I can bring in the Firebrand next turn. Oh, I did get the Bushwhacker though, that's nice. And swing in that way with multiple. So, alright, opponent. Popping that. Yep, Triumph, very good. Elementals is a tough cookie. Tough cookie with my full-on one. Look, Chalice for 1 main deck. Look at the Chalice. Wow. Main decking Chalice on 1. That hurts. That's all, with the amount of 1-drops we have, that's almost GG already. Well, bring down the mountain. I guess I'll bring that out. Get a trigger there. I'm going to have to waste the mana. Yep. And I'll just have to get in there for 2. Chalice on 1 main deck. Does Ragavan really become that big of a problem? People are main decking Chalice? Alright, Misty Rainforest. I'll say pop. Bringing out an island and then tapping out, maybe? Not tapping out? Teferi Time Raveler. Well, with me being locked out on 1, I do not feel good about this at all. Bring down another mountain. Move to combat. Take out to Fairy. So if the Fairy goes away at least. Chalice on 1. Yep. It's a thing. Well, at least I have a pile driver here, and that's something. Let's at least get in there for 2. I mean, they probably have counters. Get in for 2. And who knows? Maybe it'll stick. Maybe it will stick. Probably will be. No, it sticks. I thought it was going to get countered. All right, I'll take it. My kitty cat has returned. Opponents drawing 2 cards for 3 mana. Moving on to their turn. So they actually really could have countered if they wanted to. They just didn't want to. Okay, back to my turn. We do have a light up the stage. Thankfully, that does not get chaliced. So we're going to go ahead and just swing in here, if allowed. Boom, boom. Get in for 3. No, they're attacking goblins, so they pop that. Basic planes. Okay. Getting all their mana fixing out, aren't they? And what do we have here? Solitude? Solitude. Alrighty. Hit the one that's pro blue, probably. No, hidden that one. Alright. And now they have a blocker as well. And yeah, this is just not going to work. We're going to go ahead and move on to game 2. Chalice on 1. Main deck. Yikes. Alright, Smash of Smithereens has to go in. I need to do what I can to make sure I get that in my opening hand. I'm going to have to mull a few times to make sure that can happen. I'm going to also bring in the boils just to spoil that a little bit. And I need to take down the number of 1-drops I have here. Summons goes away. Take away 2 of the Foundry Streets as well. And I think that's how I want to do that. Almost out of my Diet Coke. Well, Diet Shasta, if I want to be completely honest with what I'm consuming there. Okay, I would love to be on the play first. Let me see that Smash of Smithereens in this opening hand. Either that or just exactly what I need. That is not exactly what I need, so we're going to mulligan that. There's my Smash. Turn 1 there. So I'm going to send back my Battle Cry. You can keep that. Send back the Battle Cry. Done. Mountain, Bushwhacker, just cast normal. And move on. Okay. Boom, go to my opponent's turn. Hollow Fountain comes into play tapped. Very good. It's already starting out so much better than last time. Castle Imbrith, go ahead and play my Burning Tree. That comes in. Okay. We will surge in the Bushwhacker. Trigger there. Love when this happens turn 2. Okay, and swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on turn 2. As almost a Solitude. Look at you. What are you getting rid of? Okay. So we'll gain 3. Still attacking for 4, which is fine. So that gets in. And they're out of Solitude in their hand, which is, I think, nice. Okay. Do you want Chalice on 1 on me again? Oh, they are definitely fetching for something. Basic Island. Do they Chalice on 1? They do. That's terrific. I can smash that to smithereens next turn. Very good. Very good. Okay. And I have another smash. Hulk smash. Alright. Go ahead and just swing there. Let them think that I'm screwed for a minute. Bring them down to 12. Yeah, I didn't cast anything because my creature's a 1-drop, so how do you like that? Alright, in step, we're going to smash the smithereens on that Chalice. They take 3 off the smash as well. Now I get another Reckless Bushwhacker out of that, which I cannot surge in right now. So we'll just bring in the Goblin Bushwhacker on the kicker. Are they going to counter it? I think they're going to counter it. And they do with the OG counter spell. Cool. Well, we'll just have to get in there for 3 again. Bring them down to 6. Unless they have a Solitude again. They might have another Solitude. I don't know. Nope. Get in there for 3. Bring them down to 6. Okay. Passing turn. Opponent, which is Monocraft 1. Hello, Monocraft 1. Sorry for the belated introduction. We got 3 lands showing. Well, 2 and a fetch, but 3 lands. Tap sound. In step. So they're definitely holding something. Well, there's another mountain. I see no reason to get in for 5 at this point, so I'm just going to try to get in there for 3. Solitude, again, is always a possibility. And speaking of the devil shall appear. And this time they could do some shenanigans to keep it out, which would be very disappointing if they do. Nope. Okay. Yep. Bushwhacker is gone. So get in there for 1. And okay. So they're down to 5. Oh, they play there. That was another Hallowed Fountain. Comes into play tapped. Okay. Back to my turn. Yep. Alright, well, I'm just going to get the normal Bushwhacker in. See if I can then surge in my Reckless Bushwhacker. Cast with Surge. Do they counter? Even though they counter, let's have another body out. Nope, they're countering that. Oh yeah, they're definitely countering that. Okay. Very good. Get in for 1 again. Bring him down to 4. Okay. Gosh, a Lightning Bolt would be amazing for a top deck. Or for them just to do another Chalice on 1 would be nice too. Well, creatures, that is a thing. And a Burning Tree Emissary, which does not do me a whole ton of good aside from being a body. I want to see if I can combo out of that body, though. So I'm just going to hold it back for... Oh, do I hold it back for now? Yeah, I just hold it back for now. All right, you got a free turn there, which is not really something I want to be giving you. Tapping out again. Oh, I saw something pop up there. What was that? I have no idea what that was. Oh, you put it in your hand. Okay, the orphan's in your hand. You have a Mystic Gate now. Alright. So you somewhat gave me a free turn as well. Alright, well. Now I will play the Emissary. Depending on an artifact in play. And we'll end turn. Opponent. Does the Orphan Guard have a lifelink? I don't remember. Knowing my luck, it probably does. No, it's Vigilance. Okay, it has Vigilance. It's a 3/2 Vigilance. At worst, you have a blocker. At best, you might combo something with that, and it looks like you might be doing just that. Prismatic Ending. If the mana value is less than or equal to the number of colors, X equals 1, you only cast one color? 2 colors. Oh, white plus X. Got it. Alright, well that happened. Lightning Bolt. Not a Lightning Bolt. Alright, passing turn. Just my luck, I'll probably top deck a Goblin Grenade next. Alright, so they got a Scryland out. They're probably going to bring out an Elemental, I'm assuming. No, they're going to Scry too. Awesome. And they'll hit me for 3 as well. Okay. Yep, get in there. 22. Okay. All the mountains, all the time. The 20 lands I have 6 out. Okay. Please just waste another turn scrying. Make me very happy. No, Memory Deluge. Got 2 of the top 4 cards in their deck into their hand. Play a land. One of them was a land. Okay. Get in there for 3 again. Yes, sir. Give me that lightning bolt. Got a boil. Do we do it now? No, I make them think I don't have anything. And then I boil. I'll get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 of their lands. That could be spicy. Get in there for 3. All right. Please do something at the end of your... No, you don't. You saucy minx. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can still boil now and then flash that in, attack, and they block. Do I bait them out with the boil is a question. No, I don't bait them out with the boil. I want them to tap out a little bit more. Because they're probably going to Castle Vantress. 3, 5, 6. All right, even better. Go ahead and do that. Destroy all islands. They're down to 3 lands, which actually does help me a bit. Although they are going to be looking at the top 7 cards and putting 2 in, so... But that means we're grabbing 2 lands, and that actually just might help me a little bit. We shall see. Own it. Decisions. Okay, there we go. They're up to 4 cards in hand, now 5 with the draw. I wonder if they just grabbed a bunch of counter spells. I mean, it is a possibility. Yep, all right, yep. Very good. You want to go do a chalice on 1 again so I can't bolt you? And then I'll just smash the smithereens you? That would make me happy. Is that what you do? Play a strand. Go down to 2. And go to my turn. Well, let's see. Do I bolt you or do I bolt there and then I try to surge in and attack that way? No, screw it. Let's bolt you. You have the counter? It looks like you have the counter. Okay, and there's the counter. Very good. Well, we'll cast that with Surge, and we'll attack and force you to block. Let's force you to block. Yep, there's the block. Very good. And moving on. In step. Very good. Flooded Strand. Do they go down to 1? I mean, depending on what their needs are. Alright. I got another mountain. I'm just going to hold the mountain. Make them think I have something up my sleeve. I've got plenty of lands out anyway. So now this is when I wish I had my Devastating Summons. Sack most of those things. Okay, moving on. In step. Alright, this is what we're doing, huh? We're playing the land drawing game, maybe. Or you're playing the counterspell holding game. I'm playing the land drawing game. Alright, down to 1. This will let them at least scry. So I understand why they did that. Actually, it looks like they could have scried anyway. No, they would have one short of scrying. Oh, that's where they're doing another deluge. Okay. Deluge it shall be. And opponent. Monographed 1. Tap into for a Time Raveler. Well, that's spicy. Artifact, creature, enchantment, or land. I think you're just doing that to draw a card, because I don't see any targets. Yeah, you just did that to draw a card. Okay. And probably another mountain? No, another boil. Oh, they just conceded on that. Terrific. I'll take it. Anyway, there you go. Budget 8 whack. Hope you guys liked it. I did, I think, okay for the fact that this deck is not really worth much of anything at all. And honestly, 8 whack is a very underappreciated deck in Modern that really can take some people by surprise. So if something like this really did catch your fancy, maybe start on the ultra budget version and build your way up from there. I think you'll find it's actually a lot of fun. Now, thank you very much for watching here on the Magic Untapped YouTube channel. I'm Barry White. And if you'd like to support our efforts here on Magic Untapped, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/MagicUntapped. Go ahead and toss a buck in there in our tip jar. Greatly appreciate the support.